We've qualified for the World Cup. Go and compete.
Grand. Perfect. Do you know, it's officially, I guess, the end of the English season now, isn't it? With the Champions League final being yesterday. I've a problem, obviously. I don't quite like it. But I just wanted to ask you guys a very simple question first to kick things off. Man City won Champions League. Do you care?
No.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
It's
Well, it's
probably the
irrelevant.
most mediocre win I've ever seen happen.
Yeah.
Well,
Chelsea won it better.
yeah, most mediocre win. I don't know. When Chelsea lost to United, that was maybe more mediocre. But yeah, I think it's the same with City at the moment. Every time they win the league, it's the same feeling. It's like, who cares? Because no one knows any City fans anyway in real life. So it's not like you're going to get banter from them or it's going to change your life in any way. It's like, it feels like it's, an NA, not applicable. Didn't matter. But like
Default.
in 20 years, people will there will be Man City fans and we'll have to live with them. But at the moment, don't give a shit.
Yeah. I was kind of glad that United lost their one thing that they had, which was the treble.
Mm-hmm.
That's no longer a special thing, so that was kind of nice. But I mean, just City winning another thing. I mean, they were fucking look. They won the Champions League. They were losing the plot. They were all crying on the pitch and stuff. Fair enough. But like, we all know it's tainted. Like, it's tainted as fuck.
Oh yeah, like completely tainted. God knows they might have it stripped. Like,
If a global pandemic can cause an asterisk next to Liverpool's title win, then this must have, like, as if it's blocking out like a credit card number next to them, surely.
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
I'd put it in the same tier as Liverpool.
well, we were making the comparison to Lance Armstrong. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, he
Yeah.
cheated his way to being the best ever. What's the difference?
It's true. I think there's more incentive to cheat at like the Champions League than there is to like pedaling a bike, though.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
No
I
one
don't know.
cares about cycling.
I really hope Guardiola now just sees the writing on the wall and gets the fuck out of there. He'll be the guy that got them the Champions League, and he'll leave before all the shit comes out, before they're stripped of anything, and he'll just go off to the next, I don't know, PSG probably. He'll go to PSG, somewhere like that.
And City, yeah, it'll be like when Pep finishes his career, it'll be a bit like Michelle Smith. You know, like officially, she didn't lose the gold medals, but no one wants to talk about her. Do you know who Michelle Smith is?
No.
She won
No.
3 gold medals for Ireland in '96 Olympics.
Oh,
Fucking-
this rings a bell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3 fucking gold medals as a swimmer. I don't know what fucking events she was in, but anyway, 3 Olympic gold medals, for fuck's sake. Could you imagine if someone won 3 gold medals for Ireland these days?
Yeah.
They'd be doing ads for Centra, Londis, Gala. It never
There would be
ended.
a supermarket left.
Yeah, but Michelle
And what-
Smith, I think she got done for doping or something, or like,
Turned out to be a half seal or something.
but she got done for like I think tampering with her like sample. Like she had to give like a piss sample, and she tampered with it by I think pouring like vodka in it or something like that. Like she did something to destroy it anyway. I think it was actually like alcohol. Yeah, she put alcohol into piss, and she didn't get caught for anything because the sample was kind of useless, and she never lost her gold medals. But it's like, no one talks about her because we all know.
So it's a bit like Rio, where he didn't take the test, which is essentially an admission of guilt, but there's nothing on paper.
Yeah. Don't incriminate
Okay.
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is
Let's see.
funny how they put like booze in it Like, do they think? Do you think they're gonna think like, oh, there's something strange about this? It's gonna be like fucking 40% alcohol, like.
Oh yeah, I'm just reading it on Wikipedia. Yeah, 2 years after the Summer Olympics, she was banned for 4 years for tampering with her urine sample using alcohol. Fucking hell!
What the fuck? So she must have just been like, imagine just getting the test results and it's like, 19% urea, 10% Captain Morgan's.
Anyway, you nearly knock it back. They call her the Michelle Smith.
Yeah.
I know.
Shaken, not tampered with.
Yeah, I'm looking at her. It's like she got to the top of the sport at a relatively late age after a mediocre career. Yeah, no fucking red flags there.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure one of the main reasons why Ireland don't do well in the Olympics, apart from being like a small nation, is we don't have any Olympic facilities. So where was Michelle Smith practicing this Olympian level swimming? Because it wasn't in Ireland.
Yeah. That's it. Someone says here she had a job as a lifeguard in a Tallaght swimming pool.
Oh, for fuck's sake, come on.
Swimming after all the scopes, yeah, they'll do it.
Yeah,
That'll get you fish.
Tallaght has like the highest drown rate in Dublin, and that's like flying after him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, she was up until Katie Taylor's gold medal in boxing in 2012. She was our last gold medal since for that, like, which is in '96. Fucking long time to wait. Like,
Jesus. So basically, Man City in a nutshell. It's all waiting to happen. It will burst out. There's no way not one of those sanctions or one of those accusations won't land. Surely.
hopefully, sure. There's fucking hundreds of them.
Do you remember when Pep a few seasons ago was asked if he ever received money in a dodgy fashion? And his answer, I don't know if you remember it, but he got really salty and he was like, "You're asking me?" Like in his kind of broken English, like, "You're asking me? You're asking me?" And he just kind of, ooh. And it was like, well, did you? Are you saying no? He just fucking didn't answer it, like,
I'm not saying any more about that, except to say one thing, which is I never took money from anybody to do favors for anybody in my life.
So I'm just trying to think, apart from Liverpool and Arsenal this season, if City were hypothetically stripped of their titles, who would the other winners be?
United would have one.
United would have won, yeah.
They'd have two, would they actually?
A couple, I think.
Mourinho finished second and Ole finished second.
Liverpool surely as well, a couple of times.
The Aguero goal. So Sir Alex Ferguson would have another one. So United would probably have three. Liverpool would have an extra 3. Arsenal would have one. That's probably about it then.
That's interesting because it would benefit the 3 biggest fan bases in the country. I imagine like there'd be no one like arguing against it. They'd all be going for it. Like they'd be
we fucking
but that far back, surely? Would it go that far back?
Probably not. I don't know.
Just this season will be fine.
Give us 2 seasons.
2 seasons. Discount the United ones.
You skip a year. Now, that year was very legit.
Yeah. We found unsuspicious there.
Get that one. It's just I have a couple of problems. I might go on a little bit of like a 60-second rant about this if you don't mind, because there's a problem I have now that City have won the Champions League, if I may do so, that is.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. The viewers, you can skip ahead like 60 seconds if you're even listening at this point. But I do think City winning the Champions League yesterday is the end of football, the football that we grew up to love. I think it's certainly the end of the working class aspect of football and the community side of football that we saw in like England and Ireland. It felt, I don't know, City not winning the Champions League felt like the final fight or the final stand against, the elite billionaires or countries now buying a club to get success. It felt like the longer that City didn't win the Champions League, the more like PSG, you could say, it might not actually work. But I think it has now. And the gap is only going to grow. And one of the things I have the biggest problem with is that there's been loads of comparisons between the 1999 treble and this season's treble. Man City didn't have a single player in the starting 11 yesterday that is from Manchester or from the academy. Every single player that started for City yesterday, Manchester City yesterday, was purchased. The 1999 treble winning team, well, we all know the history there, but there was a bit of Manchester to it. And yeah, Phil Foden came on because Kevin De Bruyne cried. But it just feels like, can you imagine being like a youngster now? Like how can you dream about playing in the Premier League anymore? Like the competition is crazy, and you just get replaced by an 18-year-old Brazilian who's just by default better than you. And I just don't think it should be celebrated. I think it's the result of like economic strategy, sports watching, cultural manipulation. Like the City owner, that was his second game that he ever attended since buying City.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do we not see a problem with that? You go back to the foundations of association football, and yeah, there was wealth in there because it was like the factory owners or whoever that were funding the football team starting. But the gulf was never that as big as it is now. We've literally got countries buying clubs, and it's instant. Look at Newcastle; they were like 15th last year. Champions League this year. It's instant. So I don't think we should give a shit. And I think last night slammed the door on the average football fan, and I'd be very concerned. The end.
Oh, you're very right.
Here.
Yeah, not to put too much of a downer on it, but like it's substantial. Even though we said at the top, no one cares. But that's probably because that's what like the billionaire owner of City wants. We're not bothered anymore. They don't want us interested because we don't pay that dollar. They want to pump their own brands. They want to splash their own like country's airline across stadiums in England and France and endorse like egomaniacs. What the fuck was Salt Bay doing at the Champions League final again? This guy was irrelevant years ago, yet he's now put his hands on the World Cup and he was at a Champions League final while average fans didn't have tickets for Manchester. That's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'll say about the matter.
Yeah.
Except one more thing.
I mean, yeah, the end of fossil fuels can't come soon enough.
Yeah, the Earth going up in a fiery blaze is probably what we deserve.
We should all start fucking installing windmills and solar panels and our toasters and everything. Send these fellas backpacking.
Yeah. Just remove the use of oil in our homes. What are you going to sell me then?
That's a good point. Well made. It's a good point. Well made.
Yeah. Yeah, look, it's probably something we've spoken about on the podcast before, but I don't know. There was just something about yesterday. Maybe it was just Pep Guardiola. He really rattles me. But maybe it was just him getting his little grubby mitts on the cup again. Another team bankrolled, another team with that he will leave that have massive corruption charges in his wake. Yeah. Sad times.
Look, I look at Klopp and Arteta and Ten Hag, and they're going to be like the Avengers together next season. They're going to come together and they're going to fucking wail on that Thanos bitch.
Mm-hmm.
We forgot.
He is the Thanos of football, like.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, who did I forget? Hodgson?
Yeah, you forgot Roy Hodgson. Can you imagine Roy Hodgson in like a Superman outfit or something?
Oh, I can. Vividly.
Super old man.
So they got one when
I've
he saved
sketched
Palace.
Yeah.
I'll save
He
you. Zoom.
Be careful, he's a hero.
Fair play to Roy.
Up the fucking Roy. Yeah. But it's true. I mean, it's mad. I might change my allegiances and actually cheer on United now, just to, for the greater good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think we might all get on the Ten Hag wagon.
Yeah, there's a lot to admire.
Yeah, anyone but City, really. That's my thing now. Like they've won what 5 of the last 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get
It's
rid of them.
boring.
It is boring.
It's boring, and we won't dwell on them any longer. Even though they may feature in our first off-season segment. That's what we'll call it.
Oh, here we
But
go.
I've been seeing some videos recently where you rank things from 1 to 5 without knowing what's coming next. So if that makes sense, what I'm going to do is give you 5 teams, one by one, and you have to place them 1 through 5. So for example, if I say Arsenal first, and you put the number 1, the next team I say obviously can't be number 1. So you don't know what's coming. Are you ready?
Okay. So we're just going football clubs in terms of how much we like them, what shit they are, or like, I mean, if we say Man City, are they going 1 or 5? You know?
It's up to you. However you want to judge them on, whether it's on your own preference, whether it's on their success, which is, I guess
Okay.
subjective. But I would do it on how you like it, and if you guys can agree on it, and
Okay.
if there is any disagreement, I guess I can make the final cut based on
Okay.
your arguments. I guess.
Okay. All right. So okay, I get it. So just 5 teams, and we list them 1 through 5, but we
Yep.
go one at a time, and we can't choose the same slot.
Exactly.
Okay.
As simple as you just said it. 100 rules. Okay. First team, so Chelsea.
Oh.
5.
4. I'll allow for a worse team. Well, maybe 5 actually. Yeah, they're so bad, and they're pumped money. I'll go 5. I can get on board with that.
Okay.
Yeah. I was just gonna say
Okay.
that between them and City, it's easier to ignore City.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 5.
Okay. Unanimous. Then next team, Arsenal.
2.
Okay.
I could definitely go with 2. I mean, but there's only probably going to be 1 ahead of them, so I'm surprised you're not pushing for 1. But if you're happy with 2, I'm happy with 2.
I'm very happy.
He's happy. He's
He's very happy with 2. Well, yeah, I suppose that's the position you finished your season, so why not?
Better get used to it.
Liverpool.
1, definitely 1.
Yes, 1.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
easy.
All right. Well, it leaves you with 3 and 4.
Okay.
So next, City.
Oh, 4.
Man
4.
City, that is.
4.
4. All right. Last but definitely least, Manchester United.
Oh, I thought you were going to do Spurs.
3. Yeah.
3.
Has to be 3. Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Liverpool, Arsenal, United, City, Chelsea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
And a little birdie tells me that that's the actual finishing positions next season.
Oh, I wouldn't mind it. Guaranteed
God,
group
imagine
stage
if-
Champions League again.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
That's the dream, right?
Yeah. McAllister, he's going to do it for us. I'm telling you.
Liverpool are the model club.
Oh, stop it. You're too kind. I'm blushing.
They are like, but really, they are the pinnacle of what a football club could be, really. Because if you think about how pumped full of drugs and financial doping City are with their 100 points, no club ever did that before. And then Liverpool come along and they do it fairly, and they do it better. They also hit those kind of unreachable heights that never been done before, but they do it the right way. Like, they are the apex of what a football club can be when it's run by competent managers, by players who will die for the shirt, and just a great fan base.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very complimentary.
Two,
They're a
two
bit like.
Well, I was just going to say that there's 2 Scousers in the starting 11 at this point, so I think that says a lot as well.
Yeah, homegrown talent.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I guess Liverpool are like the Iron Man to City's Thanos.
Yeah.
You know? have always had the dizzy heights of and the responsibility of being the guy or the only person close to the evil out there, just getting a bit tired in the old age, you know. But next season now with the signings like McAllister, that's like the new suit for Iron Man. He's going to be all like jazzed up again, ready to go.
Okay. Because I know that aren't there more spin-offs now of Marvel or of Avengers? Isn't it like Falcon Man, or is he just the Falcon?
They don't know what
I lost track.
Yeah, I lost interest after Infinity War or the other one. Anyway, that's good. Do you have another 5 teams? I do another 5.
I can. I don't, but I could. Quite easy.
Yeah.
If you want to talk amongst yourselves for 2 minutes.
No, that's okay. Oh, go on.
No, I was just gonna say how are things.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if we have time, we definitely have time. But I also have an insert.
Go on.
Well, I was talking during the week, just before McAllister signed, and I realized that Liverpool had anyway at the time the shirt numbers 7, 8, 9, and 10 vacant, which are kind of a lot of iconic numbers. So I thought it was interesting, and I pointed out to my friend Michael, who I think will probably get on the podcast at some stage. He might not know that yet, but if he's listening, we've earmarked you, Michael. And he was saying who were the worst players to wear those shirt numbers. So actually, I did a little bit of digging, and I tried to pick. Okay, so just to clarify, this is say the last 25 years, back to maybe 2000, right? I couldn't be bothered doing into the 90s because I wasn't there, or I just certainly wasn't watching. So I picked the traditional top 4, if you want: Liverpool, Man United, Chelsea, and Arsenal. And I tried to pick the worst players who've worn the numbers 1 to 11. So I have a list here of players who've worn 1 to 11 for those clubs. So I was wondering if you wanted to pick like a worst 1 to 11 from those 4 clubs of the last 20 years.
Jesus Christ, that's like fucking 45 players.
Yeah, no, I picked the worst ones.
Oh.
Like I went through and I've like actually for most of them I have like kind of 4 or 5 players. When we get to number 9, man, there's a lot of bad number 9s.
I have a number 10 in mind already.
Okay, all right, good. I'll be interested because I couldn't find too many 10s. Anyway, we'll start with number 1. I'll just go through the names, right? There's Brad Jones for Liverpool, Karius for Liverpool. I put Kepa in because of his price tag, Begovic, Leno, and Almunia. United really didn't have a bad number 1 in the last 20 years, to be honest.
Kepa, surely.
Yeah.
Think so.
Yeah, definitely. Without a doubt.
That's hilarious. After Karius. All right, I need to take this down.
Karius, like the levels were never there. Yeah, he fecked up in the final, but like he wasn't supposed to be there. Kepa was signed as like the best keeper in the world. You know? Mm-hmm. Heavy as the crown.
Yeah, okay. I like it. Kepa, he's in. Number 2. There's not too many bad number 2s, right? There was Desena for Liverpool was rubbish. Lindelof, Raphael for United as well. And then Debuchy. Was he pretty bad for Arsenal?
He wasn't great, but he retired this week actually. But yeah, no, we expected a lot better from him. He got injured really early and he was out forever. And then Bellerin ended up filling in for him. And then Bellerin was so good that she couldn't get his pace back. So that was in him.
Like Desena for Liverpool was cash, but like he was like 4 million. Lindelof, I mean Raphael at least probably won a couple of Premier Leagues, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I wouldn't pick Raphael and I wouldn't pick Lindelof either. Lindelof is pretty bad, but at least he's still kind of going. Okay. You know, probably the Liverpool lad.
Desena, okay, all right. Sorry, Desena, you're in. Number 3s. Okay, you're gonna have to help me here because we've got Eric Bailly, who's pretty bad. Felipe Luis, he was only at Chelsea for like a season, but I'm pretty sure he actually won the league, but then he was just shipped out, so I don't know if that meant he was really bad. And then a guy called Del Horno for Chelsea. Anyone heard of him?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Paul Konchesky for Liverpool, pretty bad. Kieran Gibbs, pretty bad. And Flynn, can you help me with this guy? Jordi Osek Tuto.
It's like Tuto. Was he
think
like
so.
a youth player, maybe?
I don't know if it's Osek or Auxerre, Tuto.
No, doesn't ring a bell.
No. Hmm. Maybe Bailly? He was like 30 million. Francesco was shit too, though. Or maybe Del
Yeah.
Horno just for the crack, because we don't know who he is.
I mean, Boy
Yeah.
is the one that I've watched enough to know he's shite.
Bailly's in.
But it is.
All right. We're on to number 4s.
We should pick every United player we can.
Well, there's a few. We've got David Luiz, who wasn't even that bad, but he was frequently bad for Chelsea. We've got Varane for both United and Chelsea. El Neni for Arsenal, Aquilani for Liverpool, and Phil Jones for Man United.
Well, El Neni is not really a bad player. He's not good, but he's like a squad player. He's never. He was a fucking rotation fella to play in the Europa League or whatever. But when I think of flop, 20 years later, when I hear the word flop, transfer flop, I think of Varane.
Varane, he's in. Varane,
Because he came massive expectations with him.
Huge. Yeah.
He was a Champions League winner, wasn't he? Or UEFA winner with Parma and things. So
yeah. So he's featuring for United and Chelsea. He's representing dual representation. We've got number 5s.
That Parma team was fucking amazing. Buffon was in it.
Great.
He's still playing.
Yeah.
This was a bit of a mishmash. For Arsenal, I've got that fucking how do I say this? Pastatopoulos.
Oh, well, Socrates.
Oh, Socrates. Okay, thank God.
Papadopoulos.
It's ridiculous. And Gabriel Paulista. I don't even know if they're that bad. I put Kurt Zuma for Chelsea because he kicked a cat. Enzo Fernandez because he was 120 million, and Harry Maguire.
Oh well. We're left with no choice, really, are we?
Oh, it's Maguire.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, Maguire. We're on to number 6s. We're getting through it. Right. I think there's only one winner here, but we have Paul Pogba. I put Senderos because, again, Arsenal don't have too many flops, really. Luis Alberto, I don't know if you remember him for Liverpool. Brendan Rodgers signed him.
Oh,
He
yeah.
didn't play.
Yes.
But it's got to be, for me, Danny Drinkwater for Chelsea.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
Although Pogba, though.
I know, but at least he had flashes, you know? Did Drinkwater even play?
Remember Drinkwater, didn't he have a bust up with the youth player as well?
Probably.
I'm sure they're all like that at Chelsea. Ashley Cole shooting lads.
Yeah.
Hazard kicking a ball boy.
Oh, yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
It happened.
He got released from Madrid as well.
Oh,
this
did he?
week. Yeah.
Oh, it's coming.
I mean, 5 years too late, but
He signed before Griezmann signed for Barcelona, which sounds weird.
We were talking about people falling off a cliff in the last one. Hazard has probably had the worst decline in world football ever.
It's been spectacular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Incredible.
He really felt he'd made it, didn't he? Just gave up.
He's probably on 500 grand a week, fair play, why not? Have a few donuts. Number 7. I have Robbie Keane for Liverpool. He wasn't even that bad compared to some of the rest.
I was always confused why they sent them back after 6 months when he wasn't even that bad.
No, they didn't need him. He was Gerrard was playing where he should have been playing, so I don't know why they signed him. Weird one. Mkhitaryan, number 7 for Arsenal. Again, probably wasn't that bad. Shevchenko for Chelsea.
Oh God, yeah.
And United have 3 here. There could be more, but Depay, Di Maria, and Sanchez.
I thought Depay was actually going to be an amazing player for them, and I was actually sickened when they signed him. I was like, oh God, he's fucking brilliant, and he was shite.
Yeah.
For me, it's between Shevchenko and Di Maria.
Really?
Di Maria,
fantastic players, though. Just not at those clubs.
It's amazing that we were saying the other week how Di Maria has only been bad at United, and everywhere else he's been amazing. He was only shit at United.
Yeah, there's one common problem.
I remember he got sent off against Arsenal in an FA Cup for diving.
Sweet.
No, for diving. Yeah, it was amazing. Oh, fucking so good. Watching that with Mannix, Shout out, Mannix.
We'll go for number 8 because there's only 3. There's Naby Keita, Anderson for United, and Ross Barkley for Chelsea.
Barkley.
Naby Keita was bad though, considering that you paid for
Yeah.
him, waited a year for him to even join, and he joined and he did nothing. And you know he's gone off to like Werder Bremen or someone in the second division.
All right, what do you think? So,
I'm gonna say Keita.
I could get behind that too. Yeah.
okay, I'll go with Keita. Sorry, Naby.
Who do we say for the 7?
Di Maria.
Okay.
I think based on because I would have thought Sanchez, but he was free. Di Maria was like 70 million, so it's fair.
Cool.
Right, number 9. Here we go. I have to do this by club, so we'll nearly have to pick the worst from each club and then the worst overall. So for Liverpool, we've got Andy Carroll, Benteke, El Hadji Diouf, Iago Aspas, and Ricky Lambert.
Fucking hell. You really struggled until Suarez came along, didn't you?
Yeah. I mean, my 2 cents. Fucking hell. Maybe just Carroll because he was so much money and just so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Suarez
think
right.
so. Yeah.
Okay, so Carroll wins for Liverpool. Number 10's for United.
Number 9's.
Lukaku. Yeah, sorry, number 9's. Martial, Lukaku, and Falcao.
What's Martial doing here?
Falcao was crap.
Oh god, he was so bad. Like Lukaku's a figure of fun, but he did score like 17 goals or something. He scored a good handful. Like it wasn't good, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Fucking Falcao was sad,
Okay.
like really sad.
Okay, so Falcao wins for United. There's a common theme here with the Chelsea strikers. Lukaku, Falcao, Morata, Higuain, and Torres.
And was Pato number 9 as well?
No, he's coming up in the
right.
11s.
Oh yeah, okay.
Fucking hell. Falcao again?
Falcao was somehow even worse at Chelsea than he was at United.
But wasn't he only on loan? Like Lukaku was 100 million.
Okay, we'll give it to Lukaku this time. So
Okay. God, this
We
is
have to
going to be
pick-
impossible.
We have to pick between them. And then actually Arsenal weren't too bad. Julio Baptiste, Eduardo, I couldn't even remember these guys. Chu Young Park and Lucas Perez.
I was going to say Chu Young Park and Lucas Perez were the first ones to come to mind for me for Arsenal.
Okay.
Park, shocking player. I think he only played once. Perez, he was mediocre. I was actually thinking Francis Jeffers long time ago. Arsene
he was
Wenger
good.
signed him probably 20 years ago, and he was big money at the time, and he was going to be Arsenal's new number 9, and he was
Okay.
shocking.
He's in. All right, so who's the worst out of Falcao for United, Carroll for Liverpool, Lukaku for Chelsea, or Jeffers for Arsenal?
See, it depends. I think it depends on how you view it. But like, if you're talking money, it's Lukaku and Carroll between them.
Mm.
But in terms of performance, it's probably Falcao and Francis Jeffers. Because Jeffers was crap, really,
I'm
really
okay.
crap. And he was good
I
at
think
Everton.
we'll go Falcao.
I might go
Falcao
Falcao
was-
as well.
Yeah, he was
Falcao was
so good
twice.
until United. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
is he
he
the only
was
person
so
to make
good.
the list twice?
No, Varane as well.
Okay.
Again, United and Chelsea. Right, number 10s. I only have a couple here, so I'm open to suggestions. Varane in for Liverpool, Joe Cole for Liverpool, and Christian Pulisic for Chelsea.
Oh, I have one.
Go on.
Gallus for Arsenal.
Oh, okay. Has to be that one. So
But was he bad
Defender
for
at
Arsenal
10.
though?
Oh god, sure, he was fucking captain, and he threw off like the armband or something. He was fucking disaster. Jesus Christ, to make him captain, and he was number 10. What was that about?
Yeah, I did have Milan Baroš at number 5 for that reason, but I took him out. So Gallas over Joe Cole at Liverpool.
Yeah, I think so.
He was that
Yeah.
bad.
Well, like
Just for the
people,
number
Arsenal
as
fans
well.
hate him now. Like,
and he's another fella that did the London
yeah,
merry-go-round.
All right. Well,
Fucking number 10.
number 11s, I have Andre Santos and Carlos Vela from Arsenal. I have Timo Werner, Pato, and Cuadrado for Chelsea. I have Usama Asaidi for Liverpool, never played. And I have Januzaj and Greenwood for Man United.
retracted for United.
Mhm.
um,
Remember when Januzaj and Gnabry were playing in the same match against each other, Arsenal and United, and they were both like 17-year-olds, and they both had the number 44 jersey, I think. And
Prophetic.
yeah, Gnabry actually went on to have a good career. Januzaj, there's still time.
Yeah, he's young. He's a bit like Lingard, you know. He's got time on his side.
Januzaj was the sole bright spot during Moyes' time, though, so I can't give it to him.
Okay.
It's the Chelsea 11s for me again.
Honestly, Andre
Pato,
Santos. Santos is
Andrew
bad.
Santos. Yeah. Who are the Chelsea ones again, Adrian?
Werner, Pato, and Quadrado.
Oh, see, Werner too. Like, Werner was terrible.
50 million.
Actually, Werner was a figure of fun.
Yeah. Maybe that's recency bias too, though. I don't know.
There were so many players who, like, they barely played. Like, I don't think did Pato even play that much, but Werner played every match, and he would miss a sitter or be offside like 5 times in every match.
Yep.
And there were so
then
many
they-
people wanted him. Like Liverpool wanted him. He was going to be the big name striker, and he was crap. Like,
Yeah. And Chelsea learned from their mistakes and got Kai Havertz to do
All
the
right.
exact same.
So our 11 is Kepa in goal, Desena and I guess Gallas at fullback, Bailly and Maguire in centre back, Varane, Drinkwater and Keita in midfield, Di Maria and Werner on the wing. Oh, I've messed up. I'm missing someone.
Falcao.
No, that's
And
right. Falcao up top.
And Falcao up top. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I fucked it by adding in Gallus when he shouldn't. He was a number 10, but he was centre back.
Yeah.
Should play him behind Falcao just for the crack.
Oh yeah, Falcao and Werner up front. That's it. Yeah, the worst
Gallus on the wing.
4-4-2 in history.
Very good.
Very good. Yeah. Terrible players.
Yep. We can do good ones next time, maybe.
Managed by Ole.
Yes.
Yeah, he did well to get
Make
a
that
tune out of
fucking
them, really.
Right. I thought as like a little fun thing to do, we could have like a knockout competition. And again, this is something like Adrian was saying with the worst players. We can have the best players next time. As you said, for them, we can do maybe managers. But this knockout stage now, I don't know if you've seen, but Aston Villa did a new modern take on their badge. And I think it's pretty crap. But on that topic, we should rank the Premier League badges and have like a knockout stage until there's one winner left or one best badge. And just a footnote on this, I guess, because I needed 16 teams. The 3 relegated teams fucked off, and Fulham, because it's the worst badge I've ever seen. So they are not in this. They're not in this competition, and the round of 16 is already drawn. So working together, the two of you have to decide which team's badge wins.
Okay.
And we'll go down until we have the winner.
I'm gonna have to open these up in Google. Sorry.
Yeah, you might take a second just to pull up the emblems on the browser that you use, and you might open up Villa's new one, and you'll see what I mean.
I have it. Yeah. Okay.
So
Why do they all go with that shitty circle badge? Like, it's so stupid.
It's marketing now.
Yeah.
It's all marketing because they you see that when they do the badges modern now, there's like heavy color themes. Where if you think of some of the badges that haven't changed, it's more about the design and the aspects of the badge.
Yeah.
Whereas this is about like that Villa one's all about making claret and blue their theme that they can put on all their merchandise in the stadium. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So I know, but it makes everything look a bit dull, doesn't it?
Yeah. All right. What's our first two?
All right. So to kick us off, speak of the devil, Aston Villa versus West Ham.
Oh God, they're both cack.
You mean Villa's new one?
Yeah, new one.
Yeah, I nearly prefer that to West Ham's.
Okay.
Yeah, West Ham's is pretty bad. The only The only thing going for it is that it's not just a circle, but the other one has a lion, which is pretty cool. Yeah, Villa win.
Villa win. All right. West Ham. We didn't even mention you won a European trophy because it's irrelevant.
Yeah. West Ham's one kind of looks like a toy logo or something.
Yeah, and they're another team that just updated their logo currently. The old one was very nice.
Let me look at
Had
this.
details. It was intricate.
Mm.
Oh yeah, yeah. I much prefer that.
Yeah, but people are too thick these days that you have to dumb everything down.
The worst one was well, in England that I can remember is Everton.
Yeah,
Hideous new
Yeah.
one.
yeah. But that's what I mean. That's why I got rid of Fulham's one. It's like a FIFA crest with FFC in it.
Hmm.
Anyway, moving on. The next head-to-head. Oh, I included Leicester, by the way. Spoiler. Brighton versus Leicester.
Oh, it's got to be Leicester. Brighton's is the worst.
Brighton is shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a seagull. Is that not cute?
I mean, Leicester's isn't great either. It's like a fox in a flower.
That flower seems to appear on a few badges.
It's the roses.
The
it's
Hampshire Rose or something.
Yeah, it's like Yorkshire Club South.
Oh yeah.
The rose, yeah. So it's all
Great.
areas.
Okay.
Just a fucking fox's head in the middle of it then.
the worst looking fox as well. Like, kid drew that.
It does get harder.
Okay.
These were randomly generated, by the way. I just Googled random list generator and they gave me this.
Okay.
Newcastle, Everton.
Yeah.
I think Everton's is bad, and
Yeah.
I don't mind Newcastle's. I think it's a very classical, old school crest.
Yeah. I agree wholeheartedly with all that. I like Newcastle's. I think they could be a front runner.
I think so too, actually.
Yeah. It looks like they have like a seahorse as well.
Yeah, I also don't know about the blue. The tone of blue on the bottom doesn't really fit in, I don't think. But
I think they're going for the magpie theme with that. You know how the magpie has the feather that looks like that kind of color.
oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. They have
the
kind of
layers.
a bluish
layers,
hue.
The bluish hue.
Be
Get
interested to
ready
see.
to take him to the farmer's market.
I'll be interested to see who you guys go for this one. It's Arsenal and Forest.
Oh, fuck off. Forest is literally a tree.
Thank you.
Arsenal.
Honestly, it's lucky Arsenal came against Forest, who have a shit one, because I actually think Arsenal's a bit crap.
It's not as strong as the old one.
It's
I love the when it was just the gun.
when it's just the gun, and nothing else. The cannon, it's perfect. It is so beautiful. But with like the current one, I think is a bit early 2000s kind of clip art, and the one in the 90s looked like Christmassy to me, and I hate it. I hate the Christmas one, and I don't love the new one. But oh god, I wish they just went because all the crests are going for like minimalism now. Why not just go minimalist when at least there's a history of it and it looks great? But what do I know?
Yeah. No, I'm glad that I heard the comment, but Forest is just a tree. Because it fucking is. It's a tree.
Yeah, it's like clip art. And even the font is like the most generic font you'd find on Word or something.
Yeah. We move. This is a tough one now. Spurs, Wolves.
Oh my god, they're so both shit. Could Wolves be worse? I'm not sure.
I think Wolves is fucking shocking, to be honest. I think it looks so American.
Yeah, I think Arsenal got lucky in this round,
Oh yeah,
but their
like,
days are numbered.
Tottenham aren't. Well, I can't say it because I hate Tottenham.
But
Like
well, you go, yeah.
Tottenham is fine if it didn't have the fucking the curved Tottenham Hotspur underneath, and also it looks like the bird is standing on a basketball, not a football.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what I was just going to say. So stupid. Yeah.
But
they
otherwise,
go
I think
through.
it's nice-ish.
Yeah, and when they take away the background of it too, it's like we said with the cannon. You know, when it's just the
When it's
bird
just a
and the
bird.
ball.
Oh, that's what
Yeah.
I'm looking at. Just the bird. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty. I think that's pretty good. I do think that's probably a strong contender as well. But yeah, Wolves back into that basic clip art. It's a wolf on an orange background.
It's just Doritos.
Yeah.
Who they were sponsored by.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Wow. Another tough one. Actually, the rest are quite tough. So we'll see. Liverpool, Chelsea.
See, it's that Chelsea circular thing again.
Yeah.
I'd go now. I'm looking at the Liverpool badge, you know, where it's got like the gates on top and it's got the fires on the side and everything.
Yeah.
It's kind
The
of
full
outdated.
badge.
They don't have it like on the jersey anymore. They only have the Liverbird, but I think that's still like the club badge. So if that's the one we're talking about, I think that's a clear winner, personally.
Yeah. I think I rate both Liverpool ones very high. Just the bird and with LFC and the full one. I like them both a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. It's another Liverpool's is another where there's a distinction to it, and you know the culture behind it. You know the
Exactly.
history.
That's like the thing. It's like, can you imagine someone? That's a crest you can like picture someone going like, oh yeah, this is a crest that I'll die for this crest or whatever, or kissing the crest on the jersey after scoring goal, like because of you see the history and like the meaning of that crest. Could you imagine someone kissing the Wolves crest?
With like Doritos crumbs around their lips.
Oh my god.
All right, we got 2 round of 16 left. There's only one right answer here. Man City and Palace.
Oh, Palace.
Palace.
Although I
Is
did
that
like I liked City's crest before the current one.
Me too.
Yeah, it was okay, but the
'Cause-
Palace one is good with the eagle and everything. Yeah.
I liked when City's crest mirrored United's crest, and it was like, two rivals with like the
Yeah.
same, like two opposite sides or whatever. That was good. Like the ships going different directions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do seem to be favouring the birds, with the exception of Brighton.
I think it's the rebranded ones that are getting kicked off quick.
Yeah.
So I think that's what we're seeing is that the rebrands are dropping off, the old ones are staying, and
Also, yeah,
it'd
like
be tricky then.
like also, Crystal Palace's one is an eagle, and like Brighton's is a fucking seagull,
That's true.
a goofy
It's
looking
pathetic.
seagull.
Yeah, kids drawing like Ollie draws those.
Mm.
All right, so Palace.
Yep.
Great. Last one then for the knockouts or the 16. United and Brentford.
Brentford.
Hang on, before we keep going, what happened to Bournemouth?
Oh, I got rid of Bournemouth. Again, another shit.
Yeah, because I was waiting to fucking destroy that one.
Yeah, head and shoulders.
Yeah, it's just a heading a ball. Okay, United and Brentford. You're going Brentford? Just the B? I'm gonna go United. I'm gonna stick up for them here.
Fuck.
United's is good.
Oh,
The
I see.
devil.
I could get tactical here.
The
devil's
devil is
goofy.
fucking goofy, right? And it's so badly drawn as well.
He's a bit goofy, but like a B in a circle.
We have to save the bees, Adrian.
It's better than trying to be cool by putting a devil on your crest.
Look, let's just put them through this round, and then we'll fuck them next round.
Okay.
Okay, I can agree with that.
Okay.
All right, well, we're down to our last 8.
Exciting.
Villa, Leicester.
I need to look at the new Villa one again.
I nearly go Villa.
Gotta be Villa, and I don't even like it, but
And this is
that's-
Newcrest Villa. See,
Yeah.
this is the thing. This is what this is what like when they got all of the think groups together to rebrand Villa's badge. It's like
Yeah.
it's not terrible. It's not bad.
But Leicester did Leicester beat? Who did they beat in the last round? Fucking someone shit anyway. Yeah, I mean
Brighton.
Leicester's Fox is just too shit. Like,
All right, Villa. So Newcastle and Arsenal.
I mean, after what I said, I guess I have to say Newcastle. Fuck's sake.
yeah, I like the Arsenal one. I think you're being a bit harsh on it, but the Newcastle one is great.
I think maybe I'm harsh just because I wish it was just a cannon. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay. Newcastle are through. Goodbye, Arsenal. Spurs, Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Yeah. Get that fucking basketball out of here.
Yeah. And then last in this round, Palace and United.
Palace.
Palace. We're men of our words.
Yeah, can't disagree there. Wow. Okay, so three old school emblems and one brand new one, with 4 teams left. So Villa, Newcastle.
Let me just look at the Villa one again.
You know,
For fuck's sake.
I think of all the new crests I've seen, I don't mind Villas at all, to be honest.
It's growing on me a little bit.
What
I
the
think
fuck?
I think
This is
I
what I got
actually
voted
like
for.
it. I think I actually like Villas.
I think I'd go Newcastle because I think Newcastle is the more I look at it, the more I see, which I think is really interesting. You know, like what's that flag at the top? What is it?
Is it not too busy though?
And there's a little man holding the flag.
It's like it's a crest, not a painting.
Why do the horses not have legs? Like, are they have 2 legs? Like, what?
A fucking
There's just so
seahorse.
much in it. They're not though. Seahorses don't have 2 legs. They have no legs. And do the horses have wings? I'm going to Newcastle. Maybe Kieran, you have the deciding vote.
So Flynn, you're Villa, right?
I think I am, yeah.
With all of my talk, I can't put Villa through. I can't. It has to be Newcastle, I'm afraid. Newcastle are in the final. That's
Great stuff.
this could cause a rift. Liverpool,
this-
Palace.
I'm gonna say Liverpool.
Is that because I voted out Villa, Flynn?
Yeah.
I think the Liverpool one with the Shankly gates and everything is yeah. I think it's Liverpool.
That's a crest.
It's a crest.
Oh well, it's my game, so Palace win.
Okay.
So Liverpool, Newcastle in the final, eh?
Yeah, Newcastle, Liverpool in the final. Something we might need to get used to in years to come. What do we reckon? The big boys.
I think Liverpool. Both versions of the crest. Like you have the very old school, busy, little finicky kind of looking, but good. And you have the newer, cleaner, just the bird. Both are great.
Yeah. As much as I love those weird horses and that strange little man holding the flag, I'll go Liverpool. I think it's great stuff.
Yeah, it's a classic badge, and it's so well known.
Mm-hmm.
It's known outside of the football world. It's known outside England too. A worthy winner, and I think it's about at this point that Mike is putting his fist through a pane of glass right now in fury.
Yeah, Liverpool are coming out of this podcast looking pretty well.
Yep.
I also kind of always thought the Liverpool crest looked a bit like a can of beer. Like something you'd see on a can of beer.
Yeah, there is the childhood association with Liverpool and Carlsberg.
Yeah.
So
Maybe it's
that too.
even the shade of green they use on the crest that kind of looks like the shiny metallic can, like.
Yeah, kind of looks like a Heineken color.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
and there's like some shading in the middle as if it's like bending.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Oh,
the
jeez.
brightest bit is in the middle. Yeah.
I could
figured
go
that out.
for a can of Liverpool right now.
A cup of Liverpool.
Oh,
They
yeah.
have many. Yeah, I think Liverpool is a worthy winner. So congratulations to Liverpool on a fantastic season and having the best crest.
I'm looking at their history now of Crest, and it's lucky for them we're doing current ones because their past ones are fucking shocking.
Yeah, they started pretty
one
bad.
was
yeah.
like a scribble, wasn't there? It looked like it was hand drawn.
They're horrendous.
Well, it's 2023 and we won. So
Maybe in the time between now and the next podcast, we can maybe find like the worst crest in history because there's been some terrible clangers.
oh yeah.
I'm sure Bayern Munich's from like 1933 to 1944.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah.
Depends who we ask, I guess.
Lovely stuff.
Yeah. I guess that brings us to a close unless we have any final thoughts.
Remember Michelle Smith? After her controversy with doping, she changed her name to her husband's name. Do you know what his second name was?
No.
Michelle Mitchell.
De Bruyne.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Wow. Is her husband Kevin?
No, he's Eric De Bruyne.
Oh, wow. God. From one controversy failure to another.
Eric De Bruyne was done for doping as well.
For
Jesus
fuck's sake.
Christ.
Sure, they're all at it.
He was a discus player for the Dutch, or discus thrower.
Hmm.
Jesus wept.
Flynn, did you know about Bayern's crest in the 30s and 40s?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I just had a quick look. It's quite shocking.
Yeah, you're going to get like the police knocking at your door now, Hanley.
It's a full-on swastika. 1938 to 1945. Look it up
When
if
you
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't believe us.
A lot of time when they do like a history of their crests or clubs, they leave it blank. Actually, Bayern's history of crests are fucking bizarre looking, all of them.
Yeah, they are. Chelsea's are too. There was an old Chelsea one that was literally a picture of a fella's face. Look at Chelsea 1905 crest.
Oh yeah. What? Who is
Yeah.
that guy?
That's honestly
Chelsea.
it's kind of funny.
It's nearly better than what they have.
I don't mind it. It looks like Tintin character or something.
Looks
Yeah,
like they
the-
had to like excavate it.
The lion was quite cool, wasn't it? Before they fucked it and just made it holding a stick.
Why is it
It
looking
was.
the wrong way as well? Like,
Yeah.
I know the yellow lion where it's coming out of the CFC. That's
Yeah.
That if that was their crest, that would have been up there with Liverpool.
again, it looks like a beer crest to me.
Yeah, like a beer mat. You know, you put a pint
Yeah,
in that.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Nice. Alrighty.
Well, there we have it. Another
done.
successful podcast. High fives all around. Pop
Well
the
done to
Heineken.
us. Yeah.
Up the crest.
You'll never walk alone.
You'll never walk alone.
Love you, Roy.
Love you all.
You've been listening to the Put 'em Under Pressure podcast. To keep up to date with all of our content, give us a follow on Spotify, YouTube, and Facebook. Outro music. Boom.
That was good.
That was good, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh my.
We'll prepare and we'll go and we'll do our best. We'll put them under pressure.